Hello everyone, I'm Daulat Mohammed Jeffrey welcoming all of you to IPU TV. Right now we are honored to have His Excellency the Honorable Speaker of Oman, Mr. Khalid Mawali with us here at this studio. Hello sir.
Hi, how are you?
So this is the 136th IPU Assembly holding in Bangladesh, and this is the second day of the Assembly. Today's main topic, the sessions are going on internal security and peace. So what about Oman regarding this?
Well, let me first start with many thanks. You are highly appreciated to host me today, and I would like also to give my appreciation and my thanks to the government of Bangladesh and to the Parliament of Bangladesh for hosting this big event, International Parliamentary Union. And I'm so sure that with what we have seen so far since we have touched the land of Bangladesh, the warm welcoming and the warm hospitality that we have received, it's highly appreciated by the delegation of Oman and by myself, definitely. And let me also congratulate the International Parliamentary Union for launching the new IPU TV.
Yeah, the first time in the history of IPU.
Yeah, and which I'm so sure that it will definitely accelerate the support of the international parliamentship of Mr. Saber Chowdhury. There is a lot of development which will happen to the international parliament.
Yeah, Mr. Saber Hossain Chowdhury is just leading from the front.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's the Renaissance of Oman and His Majesty being in power in 1970. And since that, His Majesty vision and His Majesty approach was at the time that we will need to have a peace and friendship with all around the globe. So I think that has been translated into fact. And in each decade you will see that Oman has with his wisdom and leadership, he has avoided Oman from all troubling circumstances. And Oman became a mediator in order to create a dialogue with so many women. And I think the last one was...
How do people actually tackle the external interference in your internal security?
I think there is a number of areas which Oman has identified that we will never interfere in any other country's business. And that's
but
already.
My question was that how do you tackle the others' interference?
That's what I'm coming to. Since that's our approach, since that our ground. Therefore, we are unable to anyone to interfere into our internal issues. No one is allowed to interfere into our internal issues, except the system and the policy that we have already adopted in the country. And therefore, we are working towards that. Alhamdulillah, let me say, so far we have not received an interference into the internal issues of Oman from any other countries due to the respect of Oman, due to the other approach that Oman is taking and the respect that Oman is receiving from all around the neighboring countries.
How IPU is assisting the Omanese parliament?
Well, as Oman and the Omani Parliament, we are having two chambers. The upper chamber it's the State Council, and the lower chamber it's the Shura Council. The lower chamber is fully elected by the Omani people, and we are the representative of the people. The upper house it's appointed by the ruler of the country due a certain criteria which has been identified in the basic state law, between brackets, the Constitution of Oman. And therefore, we are working together in coherency with international parliamentary unions in order to support all of the items which are putting at the agenda in each year. And we are trying to participate and work closely with international parliamentary union in order to achieve the goals and the targets that we are looking for.
Last question. From your point of view, was the actual security situation of the overall Middle East, from your point of view, not only Oman, the overall Middle East, actual security?
Well, as you are aware, unfortunately, I think this is maybe the worst era of time that we have in the past 4 or 5 decades. The Middle East is suffering badly as of now. There is severe problems in Syria, as you are aware, the casualties The refugees has touched up nearly 5 million. The casualties more than 100,000. The demolishment which happening in Syria, unfortunate. And I think there is no work which we will be able to do it except the peace and the dialogue in between the two conflicts parties. That's one. I think the situation in Yemen, unfortunately, as you are aware, it's something that we really need to work towards that. Since 2011 and what happened after the Arab Spring, unfortunate, the consequences of that Arab Spring has created a chaos in so many countries, in Libya, Syria, Yemen, and I think it's not easy to cope with that, with the institutions that they're having. And I think the only things which we will really need to work, it's from a political reforms needs to be done, and the reforms in all manners, I think it has to be done. But I think we really need to work towards a dialogue and peace process in a way that a compromise solutions in between the two conflict parties needs to be done as soon as possible. And I think Oman and the GCC, they are working towards that, and we hope that this situation which is happening in Yemen will be able to sort it out with a peace process and a dialogue.
That peace should prevail in all respect by any means.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for giving us your precious time to IPU TV.
Well, thank you for hosting me today, and I'm really glad that I was one of the first in the first day of the launching the IPU TV, and I wish you full of success.
You are part of history.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.